Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you all? I think you are all well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIVS Home School. I am Mahmoud Ali Aminupu, and I am assistant teacher of mathematics, National Indian University School, morning shift. Dear students, I am going to take a mathematics class today for the student of class 7. Our today's topic is exercise 9.2, question number 13. That means we will solve question number 13 today. The lecture number is 26 and the homework number is 18. Dear students, first of all, come on the book. In exercise 9.2, there is a mistake in question number 13. The stream is given here is not the stream of these sub-questions. That means this stream should be question number 10 system. Then question number 10 system will be used for the question number 13. I have written on the board already the question. Look at the question on the board, okay? The question is, in the triangle ABC, the angle ABC is greater than ACB. D is the midpoint on BC. Okay. Now activity A is draw the figure on the basis of the information. That means from the information you should draw the figure. In activity B, show that AC is greater than AB, and in activity C, it's proved that AB plus AC is greater than twice AD. Okay. This is our question. That means your book has some wrong information in question number 13. Okay. You should correct this one. Now we should solve question number 13, activity A. Draw the figure on the basis of the information. Okay. Solution of A. Solution of A. That is, student, it's draw the figure on the basis of the information. That means from the information we should draw the figure. The information says that ABC is a triangle where ABC is greater than ACB. So the triangle like this one should be, okay. Triangle should be this one, and it is A, it's B, it's C. Where ABC angle, this angle is greater than this angle ACB, okay. And D is the midpoint on BC. On BC, D is the midpoint. So this is our solution of activity A, okay. We should draw the figure where ABC is the triangle and ABC is greater than ACB, and D is the midpoint on BC. Okay, you should write down here triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, angle ABC is greater than ACB. Okay, angle ABC, and the students, D is the midpoint. D is the midpoint on BC. Okay, you should draw this one, and you should write down this description by your, you can write down this description by your own language. Okay, now we should solve activity B. My dear students, activity B is what? Show that AC is greater than AB. Okay, AC is greater than AB. This is similar as our theorem 3. Okay, you can use theorem 3 for this solution. Okay, first of all we should write down the particular generalization, then construction, and then we should prove that one. Okay, so first of all is general enunciation. General enunciation. General enunciation is the question. The question is, we need to prove AC is greater than AB, but where is AC and where is AB? We should write down from the stream also. Okay, in triangle ABC, ABC is greater than the angle ACB. Okay, we need to show that the side AC is greater than the side AB. Okay, then we should draw that figure again for this proof. Okay, this is our figure. It's A, B, C. Okay, where B is the greatest angle, then C angle. Okay, now we should write down the particular enunciation. Particular enunciation. Dear students, in particular enunciation we should describe from the figure again. That means it is similar than the general enunciation. Okay. In triangle ABC, the angle ABC is greater than the angle ACB. We will show we will show that the side AC is greater than the side AB. That means we need to show that this side AC is greater than the side AB. Okay, this side is greater than the side AB. Now we will prove this one. Okay, now to prove this one, my dear students, first of all we will assume that this side is not greater than AB. First of all, suppose AC is not greater than AB. Okay, therefore we can write down, therefore there are two assumptions will be AC, therefore AC must be equal AB, or AC is less than AB. If we assume that AC is not greater than AB, then we will have what? We will have AC is equal to AB, or AC is less than AB. Okay, now first of all we should consider AC equal to AB. Now if AC is equal to AB, from the theorem 2 we can get that the opposite angle of the equal side is equal. That means opposite angles will be equal of the opposite side. That means, my dear students, we have, if AC equal to AB, we have what? We have the angle ABC that's equal to ACB, because therefore the base angles of an equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle, the base angles of an isosceles triangle are equal. That is why the AC and AB is equal. So it's an equilateral triangle. It will be isosceles triangle. In an isosceles triangle, the base angle will be equal. So the base angle is ABC and ACB. These two will be equal. But it's not possible. In the hypothesis, it's given that ABC is greater than ACB. So by the hypothesis, angle ABC is greater than angle ACB. So it can't be equal to each other. Therefore, it can't be equal to each other. That's AC is not equal to AB. Okay. Now we will consider this one. AC is less than AB. We first consider what? AC equal to AB, but we proved that already AC is not equal to AB. Now we consider this one, AC is less than AB, and we will show that again this AC is not less than AB. Okay, now consider, now we have also AC is less than AB. AC is less than AB. Okay, is AB. AC is less than AB. If AC is less than AB, then the less sides opposite, the length is smaller, that opposite side's angle will be smaller. So we will get what? We will get, therefore the angle AC's opposite side is what? AC's opposite angle is ABC is less than the triangle ACB. That means if the AC is less than AB, then the smaller side's opposite angle will be smaller. If AC is smaller, then ABC will be smaller angle than ACB. We will write down the note, the smaller sides opposite angle will be smaller. The smaller sides opposite angle will be smaller. Okay, so we can write down by hypothesis what? We have angle ABC is greater than angle ACB. So it can't possible, because the hypothesis says that ABC is greater than ACB. So we can write down, therefore the AC side is not less than AB. We have got, my dear students, look, we have got AC is not equal to AB, that means it can't be equal, and AC is not less than AB, so AC can't be less than AB. So therefore we can write down that therefore AC must be greater than AB. Okay, it's proved. Okay, write down, you should write down sure, because we need to show this one. Okay, sure. Now we will prove the activity C. My dear student, activity C is prove that AB plus AC is greater than twice AD. AB plus AC is greater than twice AD. To prove that one, we will write down again the general enunciation, the particular enunciation, and the proof. Okay, first of all I need to erase this one to prove that one. Okay, now I am writing down the solution of activity C. Dear students, it's general enunciation of activity C. General enunciation is, from the figure we should write it down. Okay, prove that AB plus AC is greater than twice AD. So we should take from the STEM also, in triangle ABC, angle ABC is greater than the angle ACB. Okay, and also given D is the midpoint. D is the midpoint. This is the midpoint on BC. Okay, we need to prove that. What AB plus AC is greater than twice AD. Okay, we need to prove this one. AB plus AC is greater than twice AD. For that we will construct that figure again. And the students, we should draw this figure again, and we need to write down the construction also. It is A, B, C, and D is the midpoint here. Okay, now we should write down the particular enunciation. Particular enunciation will be similar. Particular enunciation will be similar, so I am not going to write down this one. Okay, particular enunciation will be similar as general enunciation. Okay, so I am skipping this one. Okay, the particular enunciation is similar than the general enunciation. Now we should write down the construction. We need to construct something to prove this one. We will add this AD. Okay, we will add this AD because this is the median, so AD will be the median of this triangle. Okay, now my dear students, we will extend this AD up to E. Suppose up to E. Okay, such that AD equal to DE, and we should join these two lines. That means CE. We should join these 2 points. So construction will be join A and D. Join A and D, and extend AD up to E, such that AD that's equal to DE. We need to extend AD up to E such that AD equal to DE. Okay, and dear students, join C and E. Okay, after that we will join CE. Now we will prove this one, my dear students. The proof is so easy. I am telling it again and again. Proof is so easy. Look at this figure. In the triangle ABD and the triangle CED, there we have AD equal to DE and BD equal to CD, because D is the median. So BD equal to CD. Okay, we can write down from this triangle. In the triangle ABD and triangle CED. In this triangle we have what? It's AD equal to DE. AD that's equal to DE by construction, right? By construction we can write down this one, AD equal to DE. And dear students, BD equal to CD we can write down. Also BD that's equal to CD. Because of what? Because D is midpoint. Midpoint. D is midpoint of BC. Okay. D is midpoint of BC. So we can write down AD equal to DE and BD equal to CD. And dear students, look, the angle, these two angles will be opposite angle. We know that the vertical opposite angles are equal. That means ADB equal to CDE. Okay. And we can write down the angle ADB that's equal to the angle CDE, because vertical opposite angles are equal. Okay, you can write down vertically opposite angles are equal. Okay. Now by the congruent theorem of side angle side and side angle side, that means this side equal to this side equal to this side, and the included angle is equal to each other. So we can write down by the congruent theorem of side angle side. Okay, by the side angle side we can write the triangle ABD congruent to triangle CED. Okay, by the side angle side theorem we can write down the triangle ABD is congruent to triangle CED. Okay, so we can write down what? Therefore we can write down this AB is equal to CE. This AB is equal to CE because these two triangles are congruent to each other. So you can write down AB equal to CE. Now my dear students, look at the figure. We can consider the triangle AEC now. In triangle ACE, okay, AEC. In triangle AEC, we can write down AC plus CE is greater than AE. We can write down what? In the triangle, we can write down AC plus CE is greater than AE. We can write down AC plus CE is greater than AE because two sides sum is greater than the other side. Okay, we can write down the note from the theorem 1. Sum of two sides is greater than the other side. Okay, this is your note. Now from this equation we can prove the required proof. Okay, AC plus CE. My dear students, AC is needed, but CE equal to what? CE equal to AB. CE equal to AB. So in the place of CE we can write down AB. Okay, and my dear student is greater than AE. AE equal to what? From the figure AE equal to AD plus DE, we can write down AD plus DE, and also we can write down or AC plus AB is greater than AD. In the place of DE, we can write down AD because AD and DE is equal by the construction. So in the place of DE we can write down AD. Okay, therefore it's clear that we can write down AC plus AB. Okay, we can arrange these also. We can write down AB at first. Therefore AB plus AC is greater than twice AD. So proof is done. You can write down proved. This is our required proof, my dear students. Okay, AB plus AC is greater than twice AD. It is our question. It was the question. AB plus AC is greater than twice AD. I hope you have understood how to prove, my dear students. You have the homework. Your homework number is 18, and you should do this one again. I have done this on the board. Exercise 9.2, question number 13. Please, first of all, correct that question and solve this one in your HW copy. Okay, you can submit your HW in every Saturday from 9 AM to 3 PM. See you again inshallah. Till then, my dear students, Allah Hafiz.